motor for that one came in, the short block. I gotta run get the parts from my mom's house for that one. Let's see if this old turtle start. If it will, we're gonna go to the store and get us a drink of the energy variety. And then we'll return and get back to work. I gotta finish that truck right there. That silver one, that one's gotta be done today. This one's gotta be done today as well. We'll get them two knocked out and then we'll start fooling around with this one. We'll see what happens. That truck is whooping my butt. We're gonna get it figured out though. All right, I'm back with the parts for the Rogue. I'm gonna jump back on this truck, see if I can get it knocked out. And then I'll just stop along the way, you know, and show you guys what's going on. I don't really have time to video everything because I need to get stuff done. I still gotta get the SCR off, figure out these coolant hoses. It didn't come with instructions. I had to use my phone to Google the instructions and try and figure everything out. So that's what happens when you buy a cheap kit, I guess. Anyways, I'll hit y'all back with an update. This weight reduction process really sucks, man. Getting some parts off. Almost done with the fluids off. Taking it off anyways. This sucks. All right, so we're now on Sunday. I have a horrible mess everywhere. I'm gonna start by cleaning up. I had to stop working on the Duramax to fix the Rogue, because the Murano, the Nissan Murano, because it needs to be out of here. So I got it knocked out. Now I'm gonna finish knocking out this truck. The person to the truck's out of town. He'll be back later today, so it should be done by then. Anyways, get all this junk cleaned up and organized. Hello, Rodney. Hey, Rodney. Hey, buddy. And then we'll get back to work and knocking this out. Like I said in the other video, I don't remember. I think this kit was for a 17 to 19, maybe. This truck's a 20. It's either a 20 or a 21. And it's got, in the other kit, this line right here is supposed to have a, or I guess in the kit that I have, this line has like a little welded on nipple that comes off with a smaller line that feeds the 9th injector to keep it cool. This line doesn't have that. It goes from the lower radiator hose to the heater core. That's all it does. So this truck has like a rear electric water pump thing on it, and it has another T in the lower radiator hose that runs to that electric water pump, and it's supposed to be like a fuel heater or something like that for up north, colder states, colder states. Sorry, I'm homeschooled. So I didn't have to remove, I couldn't remove either one of those because I didn't have enough for the one that went to the back. And then I don't, this one, all it is serving its purpose still. So it came with a block off plate. I put the block off plate on. I have to figure out what to do with this one. Well, I took it off, but it goes right here, and it's the upper on the coolant for the turbo. I gotta figure out what to do with this tube. I don't know if it's a feed line. I don't think it is. I think it's a return. So if it's a return, I could probably use like this tube that I took off. I don't know where it's at, but there's this little metal tube that I took off that runs from over there somewhere over to here, and I could probably utilize that for the top and just plumb it back over here somewhere in one of them tanks, because if it's a return, it can just return. But I haven't figured that out yet. I may have to get a T and put it into one of these. So there's one down here by the thermostat that goes up to the other heater core hose. So I may have to, there's the other heater core hose. I may have to tee it in with that somehow. That's the only thing I'm struggling with, but I mean, we'll figure that out when we get to it. I have to get this bad boy off. It's called a SCR, I believe. I don't know what that stands for. I know it's probably just like a big silencer, maybe a little bit of a cat or something. That comes off, downpipe comes off, exhaust comes off. Install all new stuff, and then figure out the coolant hose situation. Put all the intake stuff back on, and then fill it with coolant and figure out that tube issue, and then slap some tunes on it and see what happens. Putting the exhaust on now. Got the downpipe on, first piece, and then gotta figure out which piece goes next before I put that long piece on. But it's going pretty good. That was a pain in the booty to get off. I cut it a couple different times with my thingamajigger. What's it called? Plasma. So, anyways, I'm gonna finish putting this on and then show you the end result. I won't be able to fire it up today, but I lost the gasket, so. Alright, I got the new full exhaust on. A lot of weight reduction going on. I think it looks pretty good. It's not too bad. It kind of sticks out a little bit, but it won't get no, won't blow no smoke on the truck anyways. All right.
1 week later.
So I finally got it finished deleting. Finished deleting it, or weight reduction, whatever. I'm not a for real shop, so I I don't think I get in trouble for that. Anyways, I'm gonna get a startup and then try to get the rev limiter. You have to be going 3 miles an hour for it to rev limit, so it's kind of weird. I don't know why it does that, but that's what I'll do when I come by.
Can I take these? Do you need these?
Full of water. Good as new. They ain't trying to do tricks on me. It's like loading up an old four-wheeler when you couldn't afford the ramps. Oh yeah, that's not going anywhere. Oh shoot, that hurt. That's heavy. It won't hurt my back. Kobe. Me and BB don't know if the thing's got a rev limiter on it or if it's just floating the valves. We're not real sure, but we do like to check it at least once a week. Probably should bring a van over here. They have air too.
Probably.
Huh?
Said yeah, probably.
Yeah, we'll get that in a second. Put the keys on first. Frankenstein. Let's see if fire works first. I don't know how well it's gonna work. So much. There we go. We got a little air. So much fluid went in there. It's probably gonna catch on fire. Watch out, tank. Get back.
Tank.
That didn't work. Got her warmed up though. Let's try some brake clean. That hurt my toe. Oh yeah, she's nice and limber now. What's wrong with this thing? Boy got a hole in it. Oh my God.
Hear it.
Huh?
I can hear it.
It's leaking out. That's okay, I got a spare. Got a problem. Didn't work. Oh man, that's a leg workout right there. Oh, that's good enough for now. That was two-wheel drive, but the gear's too tall. Oh no, I ain't got no brake.
I have yet to perfect the peel out.
No.
It was
That
cool.
Chicks were checking you out.
Oh no, I lost my alternator. To be honest with you, I don't even think it was working. That's okay, we didn't need that. All right, I'm trying to get one more good rip in her up there and then we'll park it. Ready? Woo! She's ready to go. What in the dickens? Hold on, I ain't got no brakes. Gotta slow down. Just go to reverse, it'll stop eventually. I have to neutral drop it before it really get down and go. She buttons like a kangaroo. Gotta get that oil leak fixed. I was thinking about doing a little LS Swaparooski, but I think this old 304 is gonna do the trick. Pretty stout. That was fun. Run like a champ.
get the zoomies put on it. You wait. Oh my god. My butt's wet.